Hey everybody, how you doing today? I am Eric Anderson. This is the Grid Grooves channel, and today we're back on the drum set. And I know that I've been working with stuff on the dotted quarter note, but to be candid with you, I wanted to come backwards a little bit, and I wanted to come up with, I wanted to explore a grid groove that has like the most common beats in rock music and any music that's played over in 4/4 time, where the rhythms are written on the dotted quarter, excuse me, on the quarter note. And that's what I'm going to break down today. And the goal of this video is just to show you like the three basic, or really I guess you could say the four basic rock beats that are used in like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of songs, and how we can run those through the grid just to develop our command and mastery of those three or those four rhythms. So with that being said, that's what we're going to launch into. When you take a look at the grid, right, we're just working with a blue, a green, a red, and yellow rhythm. That's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to break them down. So here, the first rhythm is just, it's a very basic, where the again, the hi-hat is always going to be playing the eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the snare drum is always going to be playing the backbeat on 2 and 4, and the bass drum is what's going to change the rhythms. That's so in the blue rhythm. If I layer them together, I'm going to start the hi hat, then I'm going to add in, then I'm going to bring in the bass drum, and then I'm going to put the snare drum on 2 and 4. So the blue rhythm is just this: 1, 2, 3, bass drum, 1, 2, always on the beat. Now the snare drum, which is backbeat on 2 and 4, goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. So that's the blue rhythm right there. The green rhythm, the bass drum is going to play on all the eighth notes with the hi-hat. So what you get now is getting the hi-hat going first. 1 and 2 and bass drum go. 1 and 2 and 2. 1, 2, snare go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Okay, the red rhythm is of these four that I'm playing. This is actually the one that I like the most, where it drops the bass drum on the end of each beat. So going to hi-hat, add in the bass drum, add in the snare as the backbeat. It goes as follows: 1, 2, bass drum, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, add snare. 1, like that, right? And then finally, the yellow rhythm is it's actually fascinates me quite a bit, because a lot of times what makes a rhythm work is the absence of notes. And in the yellow rhythm is going to draw this out, because you're not going to hear anything from the bass drum. There are no bass drum notes in the yellow rhythm. So what you get is the hi-hat playing its eighth notes, 1, 2, 3, and then the snare drum playing its backbeats on 2 and 3 and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. So that's the yellow rhythm, is actually the absence of the bass drum. And hopefully you'll hear this, that when we hit stage 3, the absence of that bass drum in the yellow rhythm for just that one beat, it's really the way the whole bass drum rhythm works out in stage 3 is kind of cool. So like we've done in the past, I'm going to go 50 beats a minute so you can hear it at a slow tempo, and then 75 beats a minute, so it'll be kind of mild to moderate kind of thing, and then to 100 beats, which is close to normal, so to speak. So here we go. At 50 beats a minute, running this entire grid through. Let's give it a listen. So 1, 2, 3, and go. right, so that right there was, oops, hold on, I got to reset here a little bit. There we go. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing at 75 beats a minute, and let's hear what this sounds like. So here we go at 75. So. All right, so there it is at 75. So now we're going to go back to 100, which is the same tempo that we played at the beginning of this video. So here it comes, 100 beats a minute. Here we go. So. So that, my friends, is what I consider to be probably a grid groove built on the most basic of rock and roll beats that are found in like virtually every AC/DC song is a good example. A lot of Tom Petty, I mean, man, Madonna, Michael Jackson. There's no limits, you know, everything up to Taylor Swift. It's, you know, the Beatles. Metallica. I mean, I could go on and on and on with the different groups that have used any one of these four most basic beats. But there's a beauty behind that, because these four basic beats are amazingly flexible in what they can do for any particular piece of music. So that was the goal of this particular video, was just to break down these four basic rhythms and show you how one way that we can run them through the grid. So let us know, did we actually achieve that for you? Did we break these rhythms down, show you how to run them through the grid? If the answer is yes, first and foremost, please share this with other people that you think will get as much value out of it as you did, because ultimately that's the big driver behind why we're doing these, is just to get the information out, show you some ideas so that you can unlock your creativity on the drum set. Also, please give us the big likes, because they're likes and we like them. It's funny how that works. And also to subscribe so that you know what's coming up next. If we didn't get this, if we confused you, or if there's a question that you have, please leave those comments, you know, leave them in the comments down below. Ask your questions, leave your comments, share your ideas. If there's something that we didn't fully explain, please give us as much as you can in that respect, and I'll be more than happy to circle back around and address that issue in a future video. So that, my friends, and I got to tell you, I actually set this one, I did this one, to be honest with you, for any students that I have that are kind of getting introduced to this idea of playing the drum set. Because if you can play these four rhythms, there are a ton of songs that you can play. The biggest challenge that you're going to have is the different tempos that you'll need to be able to play these things at. But we'll dig into that in a later time. So that's it, my friends. We are done with the Grid Groove session for the day. I definitely look forward to seeing you on the next video, and I think that's it. I'm out of here, okay? Take care.